Welcome back to New Cycle, a new survival city building games, Anno meet Frostpunk basically, and it has a lot of potential. It's releasing on January 18th. Don't hesitate to check in the video description below if you want to see the Steam page and also if you want to see the first episode, because this is already our second episode. We're playing the campaign on one of the maps that's available. We already have done a couple of things, we have done the basic production, we have houses for our people, but they're not getting power, they're not getting any services, and even in terms of goods, we're only giving them some basic food, simple meal, and some water. So we have a lot to be done in this episode, but the great thing is that at the end of the last episode, we unlock cycle 2, or the second age if you wish. We had finished all of the resources, all of the research in the first one, so we can move to the second. We could create, for example, a tavern. We could start the power grid, but for the power grid research, as you can see over here, we're gonna need a bit of iron. We don't have the iron yet. The iron is this one over here. So definitely we're gonna want to do this. I think we're just gonna do the community one first though. That seems like a good idea. For the hunting one, we're gonna need tools, so we're not ready for it. But yeah, let's start with this one here. And let's also take a quick look. We can start with the game in speed 2 and take a quick look at how our resources are doing. We have quite a bit of basic resource like logs and stone. We've started to turn a lot of our logs into lumber, so we're good here. We have good reserves of water. I'm very happy with this because we have 2 of these wells, right? So they're working well. This is good there. And then last but not least, simple meals. We definitely do have some. Now it says production 0, consumption 0. I think it's just because I just reloaded the game now to start the second episode. I think in one day or something, you'll be able to see that not be 0. But that's interesting indeed. We can click on it, to really see what is happening. Now, the consumption is definitely not 0, as you can see. It's just the production that has been 0 lately because we don't have any mushrooms yet, because we have used all of the mushrooms that were available over here, right? Like they're completely empty, as you can see, available resource 0. Now, at the end of the year, when the winter is finished, we're gonna get some more, but definitely we should try to get another deposit if possible. There's probably another somewhere, and also we want to get into meat pretty soon. But before, we have a message, so let's see what's happening. Every one of us needs proper places to live. We have food and water, but sleeping at whatever nooks we find each night doesn't help us prepare for the next day. Okay, build 3 shacks, we'll get it done. So you have those events, right? Some of them you don't have a choice, you have to do. And we have some time in this one, for example, like 3 days to do it. Some of them you don't have time, some of them you can choose to do them or not. And if you do them, you get some bonuses. If you don't do them, some minuses. Now the reality is already have quite a lot of houses, but we also do have quite a bit of resources. So I think it's not the end of the world for us to build more. Now what I do want to do is leave a bit of space here, because I think we're going to need space for the services. Let's do this, rotate it with R, press shift so that we can build another one right away. And we're going to go into the road here. Oops, and that, the road, build it, and done. Okay, so that should give us this when they are built. Let's go back and increase. We have finished already the first research, perfect. So let's move to the second, this one. All right, we definitely want this. As I said in the previous episode, it requires some resources, some time, and also some of these special resources in knowledge. Good thing is we do have quite a bit, so I'm not worried there. Now we do have, as I said, just unlock the tavern. Unfortunately, this will consume electricity, which you don't have, and also it costs iron ingot, so we can't really build it yet. But what I did want to show you is this is a sort of range building. We're gonna put it, for example, over here, and you can see all of the houses would be in range in this case. So that's what, or we'll have to put several, of course. Okay, we have built all 3 houses, so objective complete. Yes, nice. Perfect. Did we get any bonuses? I don't think so, but at least it's done. So that's fine. The bonus we may have gotten though is over here. If I go into live, you can see I'm getting a great bonus from housing because there's basically a lot of space, so it's attracting new people to join. So that's good. We do have pretty negative health, -4, so we're gonna need to be careful there. Is mostly nothing we can really do about right now. But we have now finished the second research. We've unlocked a lot of things, in particular iron ore. So if I go into here, my field camp, I can now put people on iron ore. So that is very good. Let's do it. My second one is not in range. There is still wood, so that's good there. One thing I did wanted to check, let me just slow down for a second, is where else do we have, you know, some mushroom? So there's some mushroom here, some over there. Okay. Where else do we have mushroom? There's some mushroom here, but there's not much else in that corner. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do is start expanding also on that side. I don't think we'll be able to get both of them in one. Oh, almost, yeah. But probably, you know, we can put together one here and one there in the future. Let's start with one. And a road, you know, we can expand the road all the way over here. We do have quite a bit of resources. Let me see how much it costs. 50 stone, that's quite a lot. Let's do it. While we're at it, because we have quite a few people, let's also see if maybe there's a lot of stone here. So let's try to gather some of this stone. Can connect. So I'm trying to optimize a bit where I put it, but the stone is a bit in the middle of nowhere. So I think we're just gonna have to do it like this. Okay, so a stone deposit to increase our stone production. Good. Let's see what we have here. Okay, that's fine. We can survive this. Let's go. Let's increase. And no, sorry. So we're getting now a bit of iron. That's good. We have some. We're gonna want to transform it, of course. We have the forge that's going to, you know, purify the iron ingot. And then we have the smith to make the tools. Maybe this is the mission we should actually do. Chafe. Since we can now process metal, you can give us the means to make tools. Yes, that'd be good. We can work without tools, but that would tire us physically and mentally. We don't want that, of course. Okay, so let's do this. Not now, no, that's not great. We will definitely do it. We don't even have time for this one, so that's great. Just need to start producing it. So let's slow down a second. We have, you know, over here, I remember I had put a dusty road, I put a space, so let's do this. Let's put it over here. We're gonna start with the forge. All right, and then we can put the smith, just, oh, for the smith we need some iron ingot, so we need to, we can actually, to be honest, you know, place it, but it's not gonna be built. Maybe let's do it actually. Let's do it like this. So we start building it, but it's never gonna be finished until we have the iron ingot. That's the idea, which I like, to be honest. It's a bit like blueprints, but even better, because as soon as we have the resources, it's gonna start. Okay, so we're definitely building a couple more things now. We are going to be a bit in trouble in terms of my meals, because now we have winter coming, but hopefully 800 should be fine. If it's not, you know, if it starts going down, we can also reduce this. Tools, we don't have them yet, so, you know, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so far so good. Let's continue. Don't hesitate, of course, to tell me in the comments below if you have any questions, thoughts, or requests. Let's put some people over here. I think what's missing, maybe tell me if I missed it, it's somewhere anywhere, is I'd love to have, you know, for example, over here or over there, a warning that tells me, you know, you have a building that's been built and you don't have any people there. I guess, to be honest, that is almost a bit here, right? Because this tells me that this has been constructed. It's telling me that this has been constructed, right? But I feel like this is a bit hidden. So anyway, we go on to start the iron ingots. We want to put 3 people on it. We're getting a bit low on people, but I think that's fine. We're getting, you know, to have a lot of the things built. So we're starting to build this, and you can see it's being delivered there. So perfect. So this is going to be built, and soon we're gonna have also enough iron ingots to make my tavern. Love it. So let's do this. Yeah, somewhere over here. Everything is in range. Let's build it. Good. Gonna take a minute to be built, but then we can see over here. This is not finished yet. It's taking quite a bit of time. And with this, we'll be able to start the tool. So some progress for sure. I'm happy. We definitely have a lot of water. Should we even give more water to my people? You know, I could go crazy. What's interesting is you do have to be careful that, you know, over here, we're doubling the morale, right? We're getting from 3 to 6, but we're more than doubling, we're tripling the consumption. And similarly over here, we're basically doubling, but we're not doubling the morale, and even more so over here. So there's that to keep in mind. It's basically better to give sort of regular to everything rather than give super high to this and super low to everything. Okay, we're starting to make some iron, so I think we can also do that one. Yes, power grid, love it. And then after this, we'll be having tools and we can do that one. Love it. And how far are we from the next... I always forget where that is, sorry. Where? It's here. So we need 50 people. Okay, we're not that far. We're not that far. We definitely have the space in the city. We have the tavern, but we don't have any electricity for the tavern, and we also don't really have any drinks, milk or beer. So we're gonna need to keep that in mind. But yeah, what is happening? This building has been inactive for too long. Ooh, that's not great. Okay. We don't really have a choice. We don't really have a choice. The new season... Oh, we're in summer now. Okay, I had completely missed that. But yeah, we are very low on... Well, how is that possible? So that means just in spring I use all of my mushrooms. That's crazy. So good thing we created this one. Otherwise, we would have been in trouble with the mushrooms, and I wonder if we should go and create one other over here, to be honest. There's no food, people are not gonna be happy, right? Like, that's very, very bad. What is that there? There is a ruins of something. But yeah, let's put this over here. We have a lot of meat and just about food. Okay, what's happening now? A scout and upgrade the main hall. So let's start with this first one. A more secure shelter. Chief, a community center made up of just a few tents doesn't feel very secure. We can build something with our resource and crafting capabilities. Okay. So let's see, make it happen. And so we have a new one. There is no time, so I love that. That's perfect. We can do this. A scout from another land. Ooh. Because yes, there is a world map. Greeting, Chief. We are representative of a small community. Our expedition led us to your settlement, and we are delighted to see such an advanced community. Oh, thank you. We'd like to barter with you and turn this acquaintance into a trend partnership. Okay. I mean, why not? You know, don't see too much problem with this. What is that problem there? Yeah, we don't have tools. I know. I forgot to select this. So we are doing tools. This is going to take a bit of iron and a bit of lumber. All right, so we need to make sure, of course, to make enough iron and a couple of people. We're getting low on people, but this is also because if you look over here, I have actually 3 people doing nothing, so I could stop them. Same over here, 3 people doing nothing. Here, you know, they're working. This one has been inactive for too long. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. Have we finished? Oh no, we're not finished. 2 more hours on the power grid. Okay. I'm talking too much. Let's go. So we're continuing, right? we have now the windmill. Perfect. So for the windmill, I always forget where they are. Here in utilities. So they are in utilities, right? And you can see they're gonna cost some ingots, 12, that's not nothing. We only have 60. And they're also going to use lumber, right? With those windmills, we're going to produce electricity based on the wind. So you want to put them somewhere where there's a lot of wind, obviously, right? We can see they don't have to be so close to the city, if I remember correctly. Now there's wind here, but you can see there's also different sort of strengths of the wind. We see it over here as always. So let's try to find a good place. There is wind there. It's quite high, but it's also quite close to the city. So I don't love it. Same over here. It's a bit too close to the city. So I think we're gonna take that space there. Let's go. That space over here, you know, that's quite high. Yeah, I like it. Let's place the first one. Good, good, good. And let's go. Let's go. What's happening? We need electricity for that one to work. Yeah, that's my problem. We need a lot of electricity because all of my houses... Can I stop this house maybe for a while? No, we cannot stop it. Let's maybe demolish one. We just have way too many and we gain a bit of resources on top of this. So let's do this. You know, I have way too many shacks right now. And it's costing electricity that I don't have. So let's do this. Good. Okay. Oh, we have finished this one. Good. Let's click on it. This is the start of a new era. Perfect. We have given, you know, enough stone, 20, enough lumber, 60, and 25 iron ingots. So we have over here a hall that's going to be improved. Perfect. Did this thing has been built? Yes, it has. So let's put more on mushroom again. Good. We have some problems again. But we have our first windmill. Perfect. As you can see, 150 of consistent electricity provided. Now we say consistent if there's wind. There's going to be event that says, yeah, there's no more wind, and then we're going to be in problem. But for now, that's fine. Let's build a second one, right? We have the resources and we have some need. We are already producing 150, but we need 210. What I can also see is, you know, I am getting some good reserve iron ore right now. I could also have a second forge if needed, but I don't really need that right now. We'll see maybe when this starts going full speed. Let's go. Is there a way to make that a priority? I don't think so. So maybe this is one of the first thing missing is this. I'd love to make it a priority. But anyway, another group of travelers that is perfect. How many is it? Here we see 5. Perfect. So with this, we get to 53 and we cross, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we are crossing. You can see we moved from 2 to 3. We are going to have a lot of new event, so let's see what's happening. Maybe I should have waited a bit and do this, but that's okay. Let's go. We need rules. Chief, a transition to settled life will bring with it dozens of issues. It's a bit like in Frostpunk, right? Like you had the laws, so we're gonna have to deal with this. Rules and regulation will be needed to keep everything in order. Okay, let's try. We almost have our daily lives in order. We have secured housing, food, and duties to fulfill. We've come to believe that we're now entitled to some freedom. No, you're not. Don't think that. Don't think that. However, anyone who doesn't want to get up in the morning and go to work should be able to buy some extra rest by selling his share of food. What? We should allow us to barter among ourselves. Interesting. So we can see that if we, you know, tell them you're free to trade, then we're gonna have +8 morale, but -5 workforce. It's not so much workforce, and it's quite a bit of morale. And in this one, we don't know. Like, they don't tell us anything. It could be that nothing happens, or it could be something bad or something good. We just don't know. I think we're gonna do it. I like to think that, yes, people should be able to barter. Now, we also have a new cycle, but just before we look at this, there's also public health. So let's look at this. Chief, we know we are in no place to make excessive demands. You got it, that's true. Community health is deteriorating to the point that may start losing many. Ooh, that's not good. We don't want to get too many people sick, right? Likewise, walking in the cold without proper clothing is now hazardous. It wasn't last year, but it is now. I'm not sure why, but okay. Take the right step to achieve at least regular health and trying to maintain it for 30 days. Okay, so we don't have a choice now, and we have only 10 days to get health above 40. How's my health going these days? It's at -2, so that's definitely not great. I need to do something about that. Okay, that's not good. And 40 is a lot. It's a lot. Okay, and we have, more importantly, reach a new cycle, right? We're in cycle 3. A lot of new things, right? Basic mines, kiln, pit, scout guild, technical bootcamp, tailor, and the kale yard for vegetables, herbs. Then we have copper ore and coal, clay, bricks, paper, clothes. So many things. So many things. I love it. It's quickly becoming a lot harder. By the way, this has become also better, right? You can see, sorry. Oh, those actions, I forgot about this. There are some actions we can take. Is there one that increases my health? +3 health, that's not a lot. +20 health, that is good. So for 3 days, workforce decreases, but health increases by a lot. Okay. So these are, some actions we can do. That's a pretty cool concept. Obviously, it's gonna also, there's a cooldown, sometimes there's a cost and those type of things, right? There's a cost and it's not just bonuses, there's also maluses. I like that a lot. Cycle 4, again, a lot more new resources. We're gonna need 90 people and a lot more knowledge. So that's not gonna be right away. But yeah, we've already made some nice progress. We have now entertainment that's going to start. It is, there's no drinks, but at least it's providing something. If I look over here, we have 90. Why 90%? Oh, some people don't have a house, I think, because we got 50 people now, and we got 53, and I only have 5. We need a 6 residents, so let's do that right away. Food, we have mushrooms now. I love it. We have some food, that's good. We have a lot of water, that's good. We're starting to get some tools, right? It's gonna take a bit of time. The production is not huge. Honestly, I think this one is gonna be very hard. Like getting health above 40 when we don't even have access to health. I don't have access to the hospital right now. It's way later that you will get access to this one. To make clothes that will improve, we also need, we need 60, we need a lot of resources that we don't have. Like we're gonna need the paper first, then we're gonna need to make it, and I only have 10 days to do this. I don't know, that's impossible. I think we're gonna miss this one for sure. And I think this is also a good end to this second episode. We have done a lot of progress. We moved from cycle 2 to cycle 3. We've started to make some, to get some iron, transform it into iron ingots, transform it into basic tool. We have started to make electricity thanks to the wind, and we have grown the ton for sure, given the tavern. We've expanded our production, right? We have a new production over here, in particular for more stone. We have more, 2 more gathering camps over here to get more mushroom. So I'm very happy with the progress. I think we're making some good progress. but I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose this one. Stay tuned, smash like button, tell me in the comments below if you have any suggestions, questions, thoughts, and also tell me, do you think we're gonna make it or not? Because yeah, I don't think we are. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you next time.